loves, it's Lacey and welcome back to our space. So today in our space I have a quick and easy DIY for you guys for Christmas season that should be able to go with pretty much anybody's decor. And don't worry, I am still continuing my series. However, I thought I'd bring you guys some other little Dollar Tree Christmas themed DIYs in between. So from Dollar Tree, you need to pick up 3 of these styrofoam cones. You're also going to need some dowel rods. I did not purchase the bag of dowel rods that they carry at Dollar Tree right now because I still have a ton of these extra long barbecue skewers, and I'm going to be cutting these up and using them instead because they are roughly the same size. You're also going to want to pick up a bag of the wood stems. These are birch wood stems that Dollar Tree carries right now, and all of my stores have them, so hopefully you will be able to find them at your stores. I did make sure I picked up one that had some bigger stems in it. I picked up a couple of different packs of these, and so I'm going to be utilizing at least 2 of them. So let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to open these up. I'm going to cut down these to a proper height, and we're going to glue one of these inside of one of the styrofoam cones and then glue that down to a wood stem. And here they are all glued down. I glued this one just to the stem, as you guys saw, and the other 2 at various heights so they stagger. Now, when you go to glue these down, you can use just hot glue. These are on here quite well, but you do need to hold them up until it completely dries. And yes, I do read all of my comments, and I just haven't had a chance to comment back to everyone. I do understand the person who told me that hot glue does not dry, it hardens. However, I have watched hundreds of YouTube videos, and I just watched a video on the DIY network, and I've seen them on HGTV, and they say dry, hot glue, dry. So I'm going to stick with the industry standard so no one else yells at me about that. So you want to hold it into place for about 2 minutes. It's going to take that long for it to completely set up and dry, and then you'll be ready to work with them. So we're going to decorate all 3 of these differently. I'm going to take away the shortest one and the middle one, and we'll start with the tall one. What I'm going to be using for the tall one is the Dollar Tree Scrub Buddies 360 dusters. It is a 3-piece set. You get a handle and 2 of the dusters. If you saw my Dollar Tree Buffalo Check Woodland Wreath, I use these dusters to go around the actual frame of it, and they look like this. They are fluffy on both sides, and where you put the brush in, there's a hole. So I'm going to do like I did in that and pull these apart, so then I have a longer piece. Here's what that looks like. And at Dollar Tree, I found these ornaments. They're little stars with bells hanging on them. So I'm going to take the bells off the bottom and see if I would like to put one of these stars on top. On to the next one. Now this cone is looking a little small next to the fluffy one, and it is also cut off at the top, so I want to give it a little bit more substance to it. So we're going to take a piece of like construction paper. You could use any kind of computer paper, or you could use some poster board. I'm just going to use this, and we're going to make it into a cone itself to fit over that one, to give it a little bit more to the styrofoam. I want it to flare out just a bit, so I'm just going to make a cone out of this and then set it on this cone. I want it to go all the way down to the bottom, and we will be cutting off the excess. Okay, so now for this one, we are going to be coating it with a snowy mixture. We're going to make that snow out of some Epsom salt. It's from Dollar Tree. I used this in my DIY where I made my winter Wonderland. I'm going to put about 4 to 5 tablespoons, just a regular tablespoon, maybe 6 here. There we go, of Epsom salt. Then we're going to add quite a bit of iridescent glitter. I had this in my stash. I'm pretty sure you can find it at Walmart. Dollar Tree does sell glitters. You can check to see if they have them in your store. My store was completely out of all the glitter, so we're going to use this again. And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of that. Then this is Dollar Tree faux snow. I just have it in a Ziploc baggie because it is quite messy. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of that. And even though this is kind of a wintry scene, I want to add a little bit of some silver glitter. And this I also had in my stash. I don't know exactly where I got it from, but Dollar Tree has silver glitter as well if you can find it at your store. If not, I'm sure you can find it at Walmart or Michael's or something like that. I am going to use about half a teaspoon or tablespoon in there. I'm going to stir that up and see how that looks and see if I want to put any more silver. I just kind of want a hint of silver. I don't want a lot. Next, we are going to get some Mod Podge, and we're going to coat this cone with Mod Podge and sprinkle the snowy mixture on top. Okay, so now we're going to set this aside and let it dry, and then I'm going to put a lighter coat on top of it and coat it one more time, and then it will be almost done. And so now we're going to move on to our third and final cone. We are going to be coating this one with something completely different. Our Dollar Trees recently stocked these mini pine cones. They are really super small and they are dusted in like a snowy white finish. They also have them in natural finish, and I picked up a few packages of them and I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but now since I've decided to start this project, I think they would be perfect to glue all the way around our little mini trees that we are making. So that is what we're going to do with these. And I have about 3 packs of these. I'm pretty sure I won't need all 3, but if you pick them up, I would pick up more than 1 package. There's quite a few in here, but I'm sure they all have a different number. Okay, so I've separated them out a little. These are the bigger ones here and the medium ones, and then some of them are really quite small. You can tell the difference of them. So those are all over to the side. So I'm going to start with the biggest ones and glue them out along the edge and then work my way up in size. So here are my 3 Christmas trees. I love the pine cone one. I love it just how it is, but I think it could use a little glitter. So I think I'm going to just tap some Mod Podge on it here and there and sprinkle a little of the iridescent glitter on it. I mean, if you have rustic style, farmhouse style, I think it's cute just like it is. Maybe it could use a little more white on it too, so I might brush just a tiny bit of white on it. Let's see what I do to it and then I will show you the final project. So here are my final projects, and I have to say I think they turned out quite nicely. The only thing about this entire setup is that these pieces are rather lightweight except for the middle one. So let's start with the one that's with the duster. That one is so lightweight that if you walk by it, it will tip over. So I glued the little wood stem down to one of the mirror glass candle holders, and I think it looks rather nice. When I display these, I'm going to display them all together in my living room, and I do believe I'm going to put down some fake snow on the glass and some fairy lights around it. I'm not exactly sure because I haven't decorated for Christmas yet, but that is my plan. The feather dusters go on quite easy. That whole piece took less than 5 minutes to put together. I did not glue the star down to the top because I'm not sure if that's the star that I want on there or if I want a star at all. I'm thinking maybe a tiny angel would be cute. I'm not sure, but this is how I'm showing it to you guys right now. I did put a little bit of the duster around where the glue hits the wood stem with what's supposed to be the trunk of the tree, and I think that works out quite well. Moving on to the one that's full of glitter, I think that turned out quite well too. I was really happy that I added some silver glitter since I had a silver star. That star is glued down as you saw me do, and I put a little bit of glitter and Mod Podge around where the stem hits the wood stem base to it as well, so it looks like the glitter fell from the tree on there. That is lightweight too, nowhere near as lightweight as the tester one. I only had one of the circular candle holders, so I didn't glue that one down to one, but I probably will do the same thing. It won't tip over if you walk by it, but if someone pushes the table or someone's messing with it, it will tip over. Now the middle one with all of the little pine cones, I did spray with spray adhesive and I sprinkled iridescent glitter over it. It's really nice and glittery and sparkly here in my house. I don't think this filming is showing how glittery it is, and I like it better that way. I was going to try to make a star out of the little pine cones and put it on top of it, but I thought that was kind of overkill. It sits up fine on its own because I have a pretty flat wood stem underneath it, and it is heavy enough that it will not get knocked over unless someone walks up and actually hits it. So that is it. All of the pieces for this came from the Dollar Tree except for some of the glitter. So if you have any questions for any of this, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for liking, and always sharing my videos. And if you are not a member here at Lacee Space yet, I don't know why not. Go ahead, smash that subscribe button, become a member, hang out with us for a while. We have a lot of fun here. We make a lot of cool things here. Also, if you like, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Lacee Space, the same way that it is spelled here, and I will catch all of you in my next video. Bye, loves.